Hi, Prosperity Team. It's Dr. Money coming to you from the Prosperity Corner of the universe, where silliness is sacred and nobody's perfect. I want to talk to you about your prosperity plan and what it's going to take to create, manifest, and make that happen. The first thing in creating a prosperity plan is actually action. This is a different kind of action. This is the action where we have to keep our energy moving and flowing, because when there's no energy moving, when we're lifeless, then it's like our ideas are dormant. So we have to get energy moving. We can do that by reading inspiring books. We can listen to great YouTube videos. We can exercise. We can watch movies that inspire us. We have to get energy moving. There has to be something on the move, dynamic, in order for us to experience the abundance in our lives. And then we have to be on the lookout. Let's say that we have a certain goal, that we want to make a certain amount of money, or let's say that we want to make a difference in people's lives and feel useful. Whatever the goal is, we have to be on the lookout, because the universe will be sending us signals, and the universe is on time all the time, and it's giving us hints and signals constantly about what to do and where to move and where to go. The other day I was sitting at my desk and I was writing, and I had a picture. I thought about one of my friends, and then I thought of the other friend, and I immediately knew that the two had to meet. I called them both up. We arranged to meet, and we all met for lunch today. And it was just an incredible meeting. And we talked about a lot of business possibilities and things that we could do together, and we all left glowing. Now, in the midst of that, as I was sitting with those three women, I had this other picture of another woman, someone whose card I have, that I met on an airplane, and we're now Facebook friends and Instagram friends, and I knew that she fit into the equation. So I messaged her. I said, I need your phone number, and I'm going to connect with her. So we're going to do some Zoom talks together. But I am sure that this is a part of my plan. Sometimes I have the urge to just call somebody that I haven't talked to in years. And it's so strange, because I usually can get in touch with them immediately. It's like I call. I thought about a friend on Facebook. I didn't have her phone number. I messaged her. I said, what's your phone number? She was there and available to talk right in that moment. It was just perfect for us to talk. And I went away with the energy moving. I went away excited, as knowing that I was a part of the flow, the Dharma. So we want money to live our lives. We want plenty. It's fun. Money's fun. Money's a very fun instrument to have. And we also want to have the feeling that we are where we need to be, doing what we need to be. It's this feeling of satisfaction. It's this feeling of excitement. It's this feeling of movement, of dynamism. That's what creativity is. It's a dynamic force, and it moves through us. And if we don't use that force, it's like we get a bad cold or the flu, because it's wanting to move through us. And if we shut it down and we don't allow it to flow, then we get sick. We get homesick. And who are we sick for? We're sick for ourselves. We are the home, and we want to feel that at home. And we do that by being in the right place at the right time. You know my affirmation, and that is perfect timing, perfect order. Perfect timing, perfect order. I believe there's a perfect time, perfect order. So anything, if I have to wait and things don't happen the way I think they should, then I'm going to trust that there is a perfect time and a perfect order that's working out for my highest good. It's the best belief to have. Now, I love my husband, and I think he's great, but he spends a lot of time on the internet and on YouTube and reading all these blogs, and he reads a lot about politics. And while he is absolutely brilliant, I mean, I think he should be on TV. While he's absolutely brilliant, he lives in a fantasy world of politics, because he's making up his perspective, even though it's an extremely well-informed perspective. And it's not necessarily really invigorating one if you know politics in the United States. And he can do what he wants to do. But what I do is that I create I'm living in a different world, a world in which I feel this movement, where I feel this connection. And I'm happy in my world. I mean, he's fine in his world, and I'm fine in my world. But what kind of world do you want to live in? And see what you're doing in your life, and see if that is congruent. Are you doing the things in your life that will allow and create you to live in the world you want? Because if you're upset and pissed off and irritated all the time, You probably are not living in a world that you want to live in. It's just that you're grasping for something that you can never get through that kind of attitude, through that kind of emotion and commitment, like what you're emitting into the universe, because we're like a magnet. We send out pissed off irritation, and what we get is inconveniences and stoplights and just misery. And so we want to flow, be dynamic. Positive is a wonderful word, optimism. And we're not necessarily optimistic because of events in the external world. We're optimistic because we dwell in the very source of optimism itself, the source of where we create. We don't react to life, but we actually create life. So this is Dr. Money. Just think on these things, and I want you to remember one thing for sure, and that is that I love you. Join with me for just a moment to inhale, to breathe in. I breathe in and I receive. I exhale and I send my intention for all others to receive as well. Breathe in to receive. Exhale to give in the circle of well-being.